Hey guys, it's me Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video is going to be a freshman advice video. Recently I posted on my Instagram story if you guys wanted like a freshman advice video, and it was like, yeah, y'all was messing with it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna film one. I try to film one like each year about like my experience and give y'all advice. It's getting real bummy today actually because I need to get my hair done. But I was like, I'm gonna still film this video. You get to hit this thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't. Hi, my name is Jasmine, and let's get into this video. So I wrote down like most of the stuff that I wanted to say in my book so I don't forget anything. First, we're gonna talk about education, like why you in school anyways. The purpose is for education. Pick classes wisely, and what I mean by this is like aim for classes that are required in like your state to graduate. You might want to look up like classes in the state that you live in required to graduate, and try to aim for those classes like on your schedule. Like, don't take unnecessary classes like if you don't need to, but if you want the experience of it and just to take it, I mean take it. But if you're more like me and just trying to get out of high school, just take the classes that you need. Don't take like extra classes like art, classes that aren't really required, like art, weight training, like, you know, cooking, like the unnecessary stuff. But like I said, if you like those type of things, like if you're into art and that stuff, take it. But if you're just, you know, at school just to do school, strictly for school, take the classes that are required. And I was picking my schedule for actually this year. I'm going to sophomore year. I took out unnecessary classes that I didn't want to use, like art. Instead of like having like those extra classes, you could actually double up in that subject. I doubled up on like science this year, so instead of taking like art, I doubled up and took like another biology class or something like that. So take the classes that are required. I'm telling you, that's how a lot of people graduate when they're like 16, 17, is because they take the classes that are required. So it's just like a quicker pace. Take honors classes, and I'm telling you, this is going to benefit you so much. I've always had good grades throughout middle school, so they recommended me to take honors classes. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared. Like, I wanted to do like only 2 honors classes, but I ended up taking like all honors classes. Honestly, it wasn't bad. I don't know if because we was in COVID, so like they weren't teaching like the normal workflow, but it honestly wasn't bad. It felt like a normal class because like I said, I've always been like in the like advanced classes in middle school, so it wasn't, but honestly it really wasn't that bad. I feel like the work was, you know, kind of the same. Only I can say it was one class that felt like what an honors class was supposed to, and it was my world history class. That class was beating me up, but I still tackled that class. But that's like the only thing I can say. Like, they're honestly not really that hard. I mean, that class really gave me like extra work. Like, he made sure his work was different than regular classes did. So it really just depends on the teacher. I really recommend it because it does boost up your GPA than a regular class. And honestly, why won't you, like, you might as well take honors class because they're really the same thing. One is just boosting up and boosting your GPA way more than a regular class, and they're giving about the same work. Just do your work and pay attention, and trust me, don't overthink the honors class at all. It's definitely gonna look good to colleges that you're like challenging yourself, but if you're like scared and kind of hesitant, go ahead and take maybe like 3 or 2, but definitely take honors classes your freshman year, and I recommend to take all of them honors classes. Just try to do your homework in class. And like, I know a lot of people already know this, but I know some teachers don't really like the whole why are you doing my homework. High school, they actually kind of like motivated you. At least like I remember my math 2 teacher. I took math 2 in freshman year, so like I'm taking math 3 sophomore year, so I'm already like ahead of math. But my math 2 teacher was like every time we finished teaching, she would like recommend us to start on a homework. So start your homework, especially I took this very serious. Sometimes I didn't, but I took this most of the time very serious because I did soccer. So soccer practice, you know, I didn't want to feel like going through all of that. So start your homework in class, y'all. It's really like discipline yourself in high school. Don't be the anti person in class. Like, this was me. Like, I was the anti person, the person that was real quiet. Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely did talk in class, but it took me some time, and that's totally fine. But I realized that dang, I can't be this quiet, because you always want to have like a friend or one friend, a couple friends in that class. So if you ever get confused, you can go to those people, because I realized, like, dang, I was stuck on questions and I had nobody to ask because I didn't talk to anybody. So that was definitely me freshman year, especially because this was like a new school, none of my friends went to the school. So I was really just that real tight hold together, like real cautious of everybody. Mathway is going to be your best friend in high school. I just want to put y'all on because a lot of people don't know about Mathway, but it's so good. It has everything, like algebra, everything. I really recommend this app, Mathway. Keep up with your work and check your grades. This is really cliche, like, keep up with your work. I mean, it is school, y'all, so y'all still got to remember, you still going to have to do work. It's no like beating around the bush about that. So keep up with your work. It's better to not like procrastinate and turn in stuff late. It's time for report cards to come out. You're like, dang, let me ask the teacher what assignments have I not done. Instead of like me, you see other people struggling like that, and you're like, dang, I already have my work finished. So, I don't got to struggle and worry about what work I need to put in before report cards come out. And what I mean by check grades is every time school come around, I have the Power School app I download on my phone so I can check my grades. Because, sometimes teachers be putting in like wrong grades by accident. Or if you see something that's a little sus, a little iffy, you can ask the teacher about your grade. Don't OD on the school supplies. Like, I'm telling y'all, don't do it. Like, pretty sure open house, they're going to tell you to get all this stuff. Don't OD. Like, honestly, you need probably like a couple notebooks for each class, a notebook for each class, a folder for each class. I honestly do not like binders. Like, middle school messed me up with that because I had binders throughout that whole year. I do not like binders like that. So I would just prefer like folders. Just wait till you get to that class. They probably tell you to get like a calculator and rulers, So now I'm about to get into like the social life. This is kind of like a mixture of like friends and everything. Big thing is they're not really a friend. Y'all just go to the same school. And I've been seeing this on TikTok a lot, and this is so true. This is not for everybody, but those people that you talk to in school, you really just talk to them because they go to your school. And sometimes that's not the case for everybody. Like, sometimes, it's like a genuine connection. Not saying it's not a genuine connection, but sometimes you just really like, do y'all ever be thinking like, dang, I really only talk to you because you go to my school, because outside of school, you really not my type of friend group. So yeah, it's really like that kind of in high school. For me, I felt like that too. Like, I came as like the new girl. Like, everybody kind of knew their clique, because with my high school, they have a middle school, so most of the people from my high school went to the middle school, so everybody kind of knew everybody. A lot of people had longer and stronger friendships with their friends rather than me. I'm new, I don't know none of y'all, so it's kind of hard to connect with people that already have built friendships. You're not gonna lie, you are gonna meet cool people that you would hang out with in high school, outside of school too. But I'm just saying, just remember that, because you could tell the ones that are just there to conversate with you for that class and then bounce type. Be social but not too open. This is kind of like how I am too. I was more not too open rather than social, but I was still kind of balancing it out. Like, I wasn't afraid to talk, but I just rather not. Always want to be that girl that's like, who's that? She barely talks. I want to, people like that. They like, it's like a mystery. Like, who are you? You barely talk. People don't know too much about you. So, it's like, it gives off like a good representation of like you, because nobody really knows you. So, people want to get to know you. Is like a mystery. Like, who is she? Who is that? middle school friends are going to be out the window once you hit high school. Y'all probably be hearing this a lot, and it's really kind of like a hit and miss, because sometimes this does happen to people, and sometimes they go strong with their middle school friends all throughout high school, and that's completely fine. But with me, y'all, I walked out of middle school with my one friend that I have now, which has been my best friend for 5 years. We met in 6th grade and we're still friends to this day. It's like been the only friend that I've still talked to since middle school. I promise that I'll be like, if I'm out, she out with me type. Not even cliche. You're probably not gonna be friends with people that went to your middle school. And sometimes it's not because y'all like fell out and y'all had beef or y'all don't like the person. Sometimes it's really just because y'all end up venturing off, going to like a whole nother high school. It's like another chapter of your life. So everybody is going on their own journey, on their own chapter. So not everybody's going to the same school. And sometimes it really is. You have mad friends in middle school. 8th grade hit, end of 8th grade is straight beef. Like, you don't mess with nobody but that one friend. Sometimes it's like that. And it was kind of like that for me. Like, I had mad friends, 7th grade. 8th grade came, I was like, yeah, y'all snakes. I'm not really with it. I was real to myself. And you're gonna meet new people in high school, so it's just like, you know, don't stress yourself out about it. It's really life. So stay out of mess. And you know, everybody says, but really stay out of mess. You don't want to be known for doing stuff, especially being a freshman just getting into the building. You want to be known for being exposed, for being in fights. I mean, unless you fighting for you defending yourself, then yeah, you want to be known like, don't mess with me. But you don't want to be known. It's like a clear path. So start fresh. You don't want to be known as something already. One thing about 9th graders, they could come off as really naive. You know, you don't want to like still think y'all. I feel like with me, I wasn't naive in 9th grade because I already knew that I'm really mature for my age. So I wasn't naive about things. Like, I knew what to do and what not to do and who to talk to and who not to talk to. AirPods and headphones are going to be your best friend in high school, especially in the hallways, y'all. Here's some headphones. They're going to be your best friend in the hallways, in class, if you're allowed to have them in. But when I tell y'all 9th grade, I probably wouldn't have survived without my AirPods, especially when you don't really talk to them. Like, I talked to no one in the hallway. Like, I saw a couple people on my team that I know, it was like a simple hi and bye, kept it pushing. So AirPods really helped me. Like, you always saw me with AirPods in my ear. If I forget them, like, I would be like so sad, because that's really what helped me. Like, music is join a sport. And I actually really do recommend this more than clubs, because I feel like not clubs aren't really for everybody. And I know a lot of people be like, yeah, join clubs because it looks good. It looks good, but maybe like join a club out of your school, like volunteer at like the YMCA or something. Because honestly, freshman year, I don't even know any clubs that my school has. Like, I was really clueless because of COVID. But clubs aren't for everybody. I mean, I guess you could be like there for student council, but you know, I mean, I guess it's good, but don't stress over not being in a club. I rather want you guys to be in a sport, actually. The sports benefits everything. Like, mainly the people I knew 9th grade is because of my team. Like, those were my teammates. So like, if you weren't on my team, I probably didn't really know you unless you were in my class. And those were the main girls that I really talked to. So shout out to my soccer teammates. Having a sport really does help. You know, you're gonna build connections with those girls. And you know, most of the girls on my team, they went to the middle school, so they was telling me, you know, everything like about the school, you know, this, that, and the third. You can ask questions to like the varsity girls. What classes do you recommend? You know, talk to upperclassmen. That's one of the biggest things, is talk to upperclassmen girls. You know, seniors that are about to graduate. What classes should I take? What classes should I not? If you kind of already know what you want to do in your life, like if you kind of know you want to go like in a nursing field or whatever, ask them like, what classes should we take? Because there was a girl on my soccer team. She was a senior and she was basically already finished with high school, and she was just taking college classes, and she's going into like the nursing major. So you know, me and her was like kicking it, talking about like what classes I should take and how I should go with the whole college classes. So yeah, have a connection with upperclassmen. Next is, don't spend too much time trying to focus on a high school experience. You know, I'm all for having fun. You know, you're young, You only go to high school once. But if you know you got homework, if you know you got work, and you got the mindset of, oh, well, I'm about to go to this game because, you know, bump this. That's not, I mean, sometimes I think like that, but I end up coming back and finishing it. But you don't really want to have that mindset. The high school experience is cool and all, but you still got to remember what you're actually there for. If you know you about to go to college and you actually want something in college, I recommend don't like isolate yourself on the whole high school experience. But if you know you're not really going to college, you're kind of just chilling, starting your own business, you know, go crazy with the high school experience. You know, go to all the basketball games and all the football games. Like, I remember 8th grade year, I did not go to not one basketball game, y'all, because I really didn't care about the experience, honestly. Like, if I wanted to go, I would go, but you know, don't overdo trying to get the whole experience. You know, some people are different. Some people want the whole experience, and that's totally fine. But me, I could care, but I don't really care. Like, I just really want to get out of high school as quick as possible. Like, I feel like I could experience that in college, you know. Let's take driver's education. I'm putting this in like a 9th grade advice video because there's a lot of people that's upperclassmen taking driver's education. Juniors, seniors taking driver's education. Like, what were you doing freshman year? So I definitely recommend to sign up for driver's education. Go to your school, go to your counselor, ask about it, and you know, take the class so you could get your permit at like 15, you know, at 15. So by sophomore year you could have your license, be whipping it. Cause there's a lot of people over there on the student parking that got their cars. So definitely take driver's education and get your permit. You know, the class is really easy, especially I took mine online last year, so you know what that means when you're taking it online. You know, have extra resources. I actually got my permit like a couple days ago. Got my permit Saturday. So yeah, take driver's education. You're gonna be more independent and you're gonna experience new things in high school. Like, you're exposed to more people, so you're gonna see new things, you're gonna learn new things, you're gonna like find yourself. You're gonna realize what you like, what you don't like. It's really just the experience game. You're gonna be way more independent. Like, it's definitely a shift from 8th grade to entering to 9th grade. From middle school, like my middle school was a mixture of high school and middle school, but it wasn't as big as a high school I go now. So it was definitely very much me being independent, especially I didn't know a lot of people. Don't let school run your life. I had to keep reminding myself this 9th grade, because 9th grade, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like 9th grade they say is the easiest, but for me it was kind of like second semester. First semester was good. Second semester was kind of like a struggle for me. I don't know if because it was COVID and we was online, then going inside of school by myself. I can't let school run my whole life. Like, y'all, I was stressed. Don't be stressed over school. Don't let school get you in depression, because I know it really can. Like, so you just gotta remember, I'm only 1 year out of 4 years. What am I doing stressing myself out? I got like 3 more to go. So that's all my advice that I have today. I hope you guys really got some, you know, tips, some little pep talk, little TED talk with y'all today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great experience in high school. Bye.